Hi, how are you? Welcome back to Unspoken Thoughts. This is a place where we say the things that we usually keep inside. I'm so glad you're here today. And before we begin, I want to ask you something. How are you? Really, really, how are you? I don't want the answer that you usually give to your friends, not the answer that you post online. How are you when nobody's watching? Take a moment with that, and if your heart feels a little heavy today, know that you're not alone. Let's go. Have you ever noticed that the people who check on everyone are often the people that are struggling in silence? They are the ones sending messages like, just checking in on you, or did you get home safely? Or sometimes, I'm proud of you, or how have you been? They're always there, always listening, always supporting. They're always caring. They're always caring, and somehow everyone assumes that they're okay. Maybe you're that person. Maybe you're that person that people call strong. Maybe people admire how much you can handle. Maybe they have gotten used to seeing you hold everything together. So they never stop and ask you how you are really doing. And the truth is, being the strong friend can be lonely because somewhere along the way you became everyone's safe space. But who became yours? Sometimes you listen to everyone's problem while carrying your own. Sometimes you are comforting people while quietly falling apart. Sometimes you are pouring from a cup that's already empty and nobody notices. Not because they don't care, but because you've become so good at hiding your pain. You have mastered the art of saying, I'm fine, even when you're not. You have mastered smiling through exhaustion, laughing through heartbreak, showing up when you desperately need someone to show up for you. And after a while, something painful begins to happen. You start believing that your feelings don't matter or they matter less to everyone else. You start believing that asking for help is weakness. You start believing that your struggles are something you should carry alone, but they are not. You deserve support. You deserve someone who checks on you first. You deserve someone who notices when you are unusually quiet. You deserve friendships that feel mutual. You deserve spaces where you don't have to be the strong one all the time. And if nobody has told you this recently, you don't have to earn love by carrying everyone else's pain. You don't have to prove your worth by constantly giving. You are allowed to rest, my dear. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be vulnerable. You are allowed to need people. And you're allowed to say, I'm not okay today. Because strength isn't pretending that everything is fine. Strength is being honest when it's not. So today, if you're the friend who always checks on everyone, this is your reminder. Check on yourself too. Ask yourself the same question you ask everyone else. How are you really? How are you? And whatever the answer is, treat yourself with the same kindness you give to everyone else, really, because you deserve it. Thank you so much for spending these few moments with me on Unspoken Thoughts. I've been your host, Maxine, and if today's episode resonated with you, share it with someone who is always taking care of everyone else. And if you're that person, I hope that you remember that you deserve care too. Until next time, be gentle with yourself. This has been Unspoken Thoughts, the thoughts we hide but need to hear.